Venus is transiting into the sign of Gemini tonight, and it will be conjunct with its arch nemesis, Jupiter. And so this conjunction and this transit of Venus for almost 1 month is going to throw up both new opportunities, but as well as a new combination, a plethora of some issues, but also as a different tangent that your life can move in. Hello, namaskar and adab to all my friends from your friend astrologer and guide Irfan. Once more with you from your very own channel, Astro Service. Venus is transited into Gemini sign and is now conjunct with Jupiter. So for each of the rising signs, it will bring up different opportunities, but also a different direction it will give you over the next 24 to 25 days. So let's jump in and see for each of the rising signs, what are the opportunities, what are the maybe some of the challenges that it is bringing for you, but also a different tangent that it is trying to move you in this tangent. Now for Aries rising sign or zodiac sign people, Venus rules the second house and Venus also rules your seventh house and is now transited into your third house in Gemini sign with Jupiter. Now this means that this transit is giving you an opportunity of putting in some effort connected to teamwork, your ability to work in teams. And through that, it may also give you an opportunity of increasing your earnings, your remuneration also. It could also mean that some of you who are in a relationship, in a committed relationship, you are also looking at putting in greater effort to spend with some time with your partner, with your spouse in your committed relationship as well. So either in your committed relationship or in your projects, in your work, in your business, you may put in more effort to be able to derive more benefits, derive more profits from it. Now, one of the important things for this transit is that it will be helpful more for those people who are running their own business, who are doing their own thing, or for example, influencers or people who are in the, even if you're in a job, media, marketing. So this is a good transit. The important thing is that while Jupiter and Venus are conjunct with each other, both of them with the seventh aspect. Remember, Venus has only the seventh aspect, aspecting the ninth house of high learning experience, but also long distance travel. So during this time, some of you may even do a long distance travel, which may be on the cards. It could be connected to spirituality or learning. However, this is also giving you an opportunity to learn from your high experiences through your teamwork and then be able to influence your income long term. Now, the other important thing is that during this period, Rahu is aspecting both your third house and aspecting Jupiter and Venus in it. At the same time, Rahu is also aspecting the seventh house, Libra sign, the Mool Trikona sign of Venus. So here, Venus's sign, Mool Trikona sign, as well as Venus itself is coming under the influence of Rahu. What it means is, because Rahu is transiting through your 11th house, there may be some short distance travel you may also do and connect with somebody new. Or in your social interaction, there may be somebody who you get in touch with or you interact with through your teamwork. So maybe some new person joining your team who may be coming from a different industry, who may be coming from a different city, maybe coming from a different country as well. And Rahu's aspect on Venus means be careful of what you say, because Venus rules the second house of language, your manners, your ability to be able to influence people. So be careful of what you say, specifically in team situations, in meetings, because this may be having a strong bearing on how you showcase yourself that you can work in a team. So overall, this is a good period for putting the best foot forward and putting in more efforts for Aries rising sign people. Now, for those people who are in the Taurus rising sign or Taurus zodiac sign, for them, Venus rules the Lagna, the first house, and is now transiting into the second house in Gemini. Now, what is important is Venus not only rules the Lagna, but also the sixth house of service and getting into the second house. Now, Venus does very well in the second house because Venus ruled the Taurus sign in the Kal Purush Kundli, in the Aries rising sign. So, Venus always does much better in the second house. So Venus moving into the second house is a very good new opportunity for you to increase your earning. However, because the second house is also the house of nutrition, so some of you may get into situations where you may indulge or even overindulge, because Jupiter rules the 11th house. So in a social situation, you may go out. So even if you normally don't go out, at least one or two opportunities of going out and socializing or even eating out or ordering food home may surely be there. If you normally order food home, then be careful of where you order these 25 days, because the challenge may be that you may also suffer small illnesses or sicknesses, because Venus also rules the 6th house. However, surely an opportunity of influencing people through your language. So this is a time where you may be able to show a lot of enterprise, show a lot of creativity, and leave a strong influence on people who are connected to your work, connected to your career, because Rahu placed in the 10th house is also aspecting Jupiter and Venus in the second house. And because Jupiter and Venus both are aspecting your 8th house, so Jupiter is protecting what kind of results or what kind of opportunities or what kind of situations or challenges you may face, because Jupiter rules the 8th house and Jupiter is placed in the second house. So some new opportunity, some new challenge, some new obstruction may also come in where Jupiter may be maybe even protected. However, remember that Jupiter and Venus are inimical to each other. So there may be hidden signal in some of the new opportunities which comes your way. So be careful if you are taking up a new opportunity, moving to a new place, moving into a new role, moving into a new team, or taking up a new project. Because Jupiter also aspects the 6th house of service, which is the Mool Trigona sign of Venus. And because Rahu is aspecting both Jupiter and Venus in the second house, while it is also aspecting your 6th house, so surely there may be a new project which you are asked to support or enlist in or present for. This can be a presentation or an opportunity to put together data or your thoughts, where you may be able to influence people, which may be an important opportunity for you also. So be careful of what you say, how you act, how you interact, how you put your data together, and double check the numbers, double check what you're presenting, because that may have an impact on your career. This can also make or break for you from the kind of influence you're leaving on your superiors. Now, for those people who are born in the Gemini rising sign or Gemini sign, zodiac sign, for these people, Venus has moved into the Lagna, into your first house in your ascendant, and is now conjunct with its arch nemesis Jupiter. Now remember, Venus rules both the 12th house of waste and excess, but Venus also rules the 5th house of creativity, of income, of speculative investments, of romances. So one opportunity surely is of a new romance which will be bubbling and coming while connected to work. So maybe you meet somebody at work and that new romance is presented. However, be careful, because Venus rules the 12th house of bed pleasure. So it may be more interaction or attraction which is the cause of you getting attracted to somebody, rather than a concrete value-based connection that you feel. So be careful of who you get connected to, specifically romantically linked at work, because this may also impact your reputation, because Venus has moved into the Lagna, into the first house. And this may be a good thing for you if you are very careful of how you are using your ability to be creative, because Jupiter is aspecting your Mool Trikona sign of Libra in the 5th house. So this is expanding your ability to be able to make some risky moves, speculative investments also, and derive benefits from it. For example, share market or in SIPs or mutual funds, something like that. However, surely relationship is on the cards, because Jupiter and Venus are both aspecting the 7th house. Now, the tricky part is Rahu aspecting both Venus and Jupiter in the Lagna, which means Rahu from the 9th house of high experiences, long distance travel, aspecting both Venus and Jupiter, while Jupiter rules the 10th house, which means there may be a long distance travel, even an international travel on the cards for somebody, or it may present itself now where you may move later on. For example, a new job opportunity which helps you or connects you to an opportunity working for an MNC, for a multinational corporation, for a foreign company, or even move to foreign lands. For some of you who are studying or want to do some higher certification, this can be a good time to sign up for a higher certification, that certification which is of international repute. This is important because Rahu is also aspecting your 5th house of education and the 9th house of higher learning. So surely an opportunity presenting itself so that you are able to benefit from that connected to your career. However, be careful of where and how you're spending your monies, because some of you may spend too much money in going out, spending more time with your loved one or your romantic liaison, and you may end up spending too much money on unnecessary expenses. Some of you are trying to maybe leave a good impression on the other part, also other person. So be really careful because of Rahu's influence being on both of Venus and Jupiter, where you may be misled into assuming that this new liaison is good for you. So be a little careful there. Now, for those people who are born in the Cancer zodiac sign or the Cancer rising sign, for these people, you have Venus, which rules the 11th house, moving into the 12th house, now conjunct with Jupiter, while Venus also rules your 4th house. So this is presenting you an opportunity. Venus does very well in the 12th house. Remember, because the 12th house has Pisces energies, and you remember that Venus gets exalted in the Pisces sign. So here, Venus ruling the 4th house and moving into the 12th house is a very good opportunity of, if you're trying to move to foreign lands, this is the period for you. If you are trying to move into a bigger brand, multinational corporation, this is the period for you. If you are trying to live it up, buy something new, high-end thing, this is the time for you. So going and splurging on clothes, buying something is good period. But be little careful because Jupiter expands, so you may overdo some of your spending in social circles. For example, Venus ruling the 11th house. So you may go out for dinner or something and end up spending more. You go out with a friend to buy some stuff, end up spending more or buying more. For example, in India, this is the monsoon time. So you may go out and spend a lot of money during the monsoon dhamaka, monsoon sale, and splurge more than you wish to. However, that whatever you buy will be of good service to you long term. So don't worry too much about spending here, but be careful of not overspending. Though that whatever you purchases you make you this month will stand you in good stead. Now this is important because Jupiter is also aspecting your 4th house of assets. So some of you may even move home or do some construction or repair work at home, but surely buying stuff for the home like curtains, bed sheets, clothes, some electronic appliances is on the cards. However, Jupiter and Venus both are aspecting with their 7th aspect. Venus only has a 7th aspect to remember on the 6th house of service, while Jupiter also rules the 9th house. So a new opportunity of may come by to you, and this may be suddenly. Why? Because Rahu is placed in your 8th house and aspecting both Venus and Jupiter, which means sudden opportunity to be able to do better in your work, in a new role, or even a new opportunity or new job role coming for you may also present itself, where some of you may be forced to spend less time at home, spend more time at work, even move your home maybe in certain instances. Some of you may stay away from home for a long period of time or spend more time outside, even at your work area, rather than at home. So the time that you may be giving at home or in the domestic life will be less. The more time that you interact with will be with new people that you meet or at work. Some of these may be through a sudden role that you are pulled into, a sudden teamwork that you're pulled into, a certain initiative you are pulled into, sudden activity you're pulled into at work. So keep your eyes and mind open for what kind of opportunities you may be getting, this because this can help you and serve you good for you in the long run. Now, for those people who are born in the Leo zodiac sign or in the Leo rising sign, for these people, Venus has just transited into your 11th house and is now conjunct with Jupiter. Now, remember that Venus rules both your 10th house, but also rules your 3rd house of effort. So, the 10th Lord moving into the 11th house of social circle, intra-departmental work, this is giving you a new fillip, which means a higher responsibility from what you do on a day-to-day basis is coming to you. So your boss may ask you to take up or delegate work some to you where you need to push your envelope a little bit, which is not in your direct job description, but slightly pushing the boundaries of your job description, even leading a new role, leading a new project, or working with somebody else from other department because of the project having a company-wide implication or something that you need to do at a company level. That's why you're pulled into it. So it's a good opportunity surely coming for your career. And this is good because Venus also rules your third house. So long term, this is giving you an opportunity for leaving a good impression and getting recognized and acknowledged at your work also. So surely if you are presented with that opportunity, don't think twice and go for it. Now, because Jupiter is also placed in the 11th house where Jupiter rules the 8th house, so this opportunity may be something which will uncover things where you may need to analyze things or do a study of even use data. And because it is also Venus is conjunct with Jupiter, which rules the 5th house, it may be an opportunity also of learning, new experiences that will also be good for you in the long run. And this is good for you also because Jupiter is aspecting your third house of effort. So surely you are going to leave a strong mark on your higher ups, on your superiors through your creativity, through your innovative ability, because Jupiter and Venus are both aspecting your 5th house of innovation, creativity with their 7th aspect. Now, the other thing is that Rahu placed in the Aquarius is aspecting both your Venus and Jupiter in the 11th house, but also aspecting with the 9th aspect the Mool Trikona sign of Venus, which is Libra. So here, Rahu is influencing both Venus in the 11th house. So some social connect with somebody who may be from another department, another organization also, or at a social level, you may be getting involved in doing service, even at a CSR level, corporate social responsibility. So some of you may be pulled into a project which goes beyond your organization. For example, for corporate social responsibility or like NGO-like work, or doing some work outside of your organization for some social service, or at a much larger society level project or cause that you may be pulled into, which will be helpful for you long run, long term also. And one of the things is Rahu placed in the 7th house and aspecting Venus, while also your 5th house is activated, shows that there may be some connection which may present itself for a new partnership at work. This could be even a business partnership which is presenting itself. So if you get such an opportunity for new business, new teamwork, double think about it before you take it forward. If you're checking all the boxes, then this can be a very good opportunity for creativity, helping you to be able to influence through your effort in your career long term and being able to enjoy the recognition and the acknowledgement. Now, for those people who are born in the Virgo zodiac sign or the Virgo rising sign, here Venus, which rules your 9th house and Venus rules your 2nd house, is just moved into your 10th house and now conjunct with Jupiter. So Venus ruling your 9th house and moving into the 10th house means strong gains are coming to you in your career, in your work. This can be both monetary gains or increments or a new opportunity which is presented to you for even growth. So you may get a project which you may not be told directly that you may get growth here, but if you do the project and if you do it well, there is a strong opportunity for you to leave a strong mark and then be looked at through this project, through this activity, through this exercise to influence your superiors enough that you may be then looked up as growth potential as well. So this is surely going to be a good opportunity for you, which is also linked to your earning because Venus also rules your 2nd house of earning. So surely through your high learning, your ability to be able to learn from your experiences, deliver in a team situation, deliver at work through a new initiative and through influencing your superiors, getting a chance to also increase your livelihood, increase your earning as well. Now this is important because Jupiter is also aspecting with this 5th aspect, the 2nd house, are increasing your ability to get higher earning as well. And because both Venus and Jupiter are also aspecting the Sagittarius sign with the 7th aspect, remember Venus also only has the 7th aspect. So this is creating an opportunity for some of you to spend more time even working out of home or buying and stuff for the home, or some of you may even bring work home. So working out of home or working from home, which means even after coming back from work, you're still logging into your laptop, finishing some projects, finishing some work, and sending it out. So that kind of a thing is there. But surely this is a time period for where you may need to play a balancing role between your home and your work. So sometimes you get pulled in both directions during these next 25 to 30 days. But surely whatever you do at work is surely helping you long run to increase your earning. Now the tricky part is Rahu from the 6th house of service is aspecting both Venus and Jupiter in the 10th house, which is your career house. So Rahu is giving you an opportunity that through your ability to overcome competition, so somebody is going to surely act behind your back. Somebody may be filling the ears of your bosses or your superiors as well. However, if you are keeping your eyes and ears to the ground, you may not only be able to identify who that person is, but also be able to overcome that competition, overcome that negativism, and in fact, use your creativity and service to be able to do better. This is important because Rahu is also aspecting your 2nd house of income. So depending on how you are able to overcome your competition, how you are able to deal with your subordinates, how you are able to project your work, your initiative, your creativity at work, strongly an opportunity is being given for you to increase your earning and your livelihood. Now for those people who are born in the Libra zodiac sign or Libra rising sign, for these people, Venus rules the Lagna, the 1st house, and is now transited into the Gemini sign in your 9th house. Now remember, Venus not only rules the Lagna, the 1st house, but Venus also rules the 8th house of suddenness, issues, obstacles, but also all those things which are hidden or suddenly present themselves, either as opportunities or even as challenges. So Venus now moving into the 9th house, which means sudden opportunity for gains is also coming to you, but a sudden opportunity is also coming to you where you have to use your experiences, you have to use your learning, you have to use your higher qualification to be able to overcome that challenge and depend on your experience, your fallback on your education. So this is an opportunity. If you're able to do that, then gains are surely coming to you long term. This is in fact a opportunity presented to you as a challenge. Now this is important because Jupiter also rules the 6th house and is now getting conjunct with Venus. So the 6th house element, some competition, some sudden issue coming in where you have to use your experiences and then be able to thwart that and do very well. So gains are surely coming up on the line for you during these 24-25 days through your service, through your work. Now this is important because Jupiter is also aspecting your Lagna, the Mool Trikona sign of Venus from your 9th house, and both Venus and Jupiter through the 7th aspect are aspecting your 3rd house. Now remember, Venus only has the 7th aspect. So this is a powerful aspect. So through your effort, through your ability to innovate, through your ability to be able to market yourself, through your higher learning, and through your ability to be able to innovate, leaving a strong mark on others, and through that, you are helping yourself to be elevated in stature, in designation, in standing in society. Surely coming to you, Jupiter is expanding that ability. Now the tricky part is Rahu from the 5th house is not only aspecting Venus and Jupiter, but also aspecting the Lagna, the 1st house. So Rahu plays in the 5th house of creativity, of what you love to do, what your interests are. But also the 5th house is the 8th from the 10th house. So a sudden foreign opportunity may also come to you. A sudden opportunity through a new project may also present to you because remember Venus rules the 8th house. So a sudden out of the blue opportunity presenting itself through which you may move into a new role, into a new project, maybe an opportunity because Rahu is also aspecting your Lagna. So overall, this is a placement that through your creativity, through your innovation, through your ability to put in hard work and your ability to influence people, you surely have an opportunity of raising your stature and your dignity. Just keep in mind that Rahu through the 5th house of romance and your interest in the opposite gender is aspecting both your Venus and the Lagna. So you may meet up with new people, or you may be finding interest in somebody new at work, or somebody at work may find interest in you and may be sending you signals. So if you're truly interested in that person, do your due diligence before you make your move. It is always tricky to get involved with people at work. So if you are doing that, do it with your due diligence, but try and keep it wrapped up and don't go public very quickly about it. Now, for those people who are born in the Scorpio zodiac sign or Scorpio rising sign, for these people, Venus rules both the 12th house and Venus rules the 7th house and moved into the Gemini sign conjunct with Jupiter. Now, this is an important placement because Venus rules the 12th house. Now, the 12th house is where Venus gets exalted, remember, in the Pisces sign in the Kalpurush Kundli. So, the 12th Lord moving into the 8th house is anyways a Viparita Raj Yoga. And apart from Saturn, Venus does very well in the 8th house. So, this is surely a good opportunity for you. However, because Venus also rules the 7th house, which means through your teamwork or an opportunity through your teamwork is presenting yourself to get into some kind of a project where you need to analyze certain things, you need to be able to look at data, use data to come out with a new study and come out with some new action points which will be expected out of you through some teamwork. For those people who are in a committed relationship, there may be some challenge where you may face some issues which may come up suddenly, which may have lied dormant for a lot of time. Suddenly it flares up where you get into a challenge with your partner. Be careful here because Jupiter also rules your 5th house of romance. So if you have not been spending enough time with your partner, not giving time at all, then that thing may flare up. So be little careful, especially in social situations with your partner or not being able to spend some time outside with your partner because this may come up. However, because Jupiter also rules the 2nd house of income and Venus is the natural ruler of the 2nd house in the Kalpurush Kundli. So this is a good placement where through your teamwork or what you have done in your teamwork, a sudden new opportunity present itself for new earning, high earning. So some of you may get a call from a consultant saying that, are you interested in a new opportunity? Would you want to move into a new role also? That is going to be surely a good thing for you because Jupiter rules the 5th house. 5th house is remember the 5th house is the 8th house to the 10th house. So this is surely an opportunity which is being presented to you. Now, important thing is Jupiter is also aspecting the Multikona sign of Venus in the 12th house. And remember, Jupiter rules the 12th house in the Kalpurush Kundli. So this is a good placement where through a foreign opportunity, even from a foreign multinational organization, a sudden role is coming to you, which will help you increase and enhance your earning. Now, this is important because Rahu from the 4th house is also aspecting not only a 12th house of foreign lands, foreign organization, multinational corporation, but also aspecting the 7th Lord Venus as well as Jupiter here. So this is surely a time period where you will have to think hard of either looking at a new opportunity presenting itself or look out actively for an opportunity because this is a good time for a change, for a creative change is coming by for you. So don't hesitate and use this opportunity to look at if you can further your career because Venus and Jupiter, both of them, with their 7th aspect aspecting the 2nd house of income. And remember, Venus only has the 7th house, a 7th aspect. So it is surely bringing a new opportunity because Venus is aspecting the 2nd house, which it naturally rules in the Kalpurush Kundli. So overall, this is a good opportunity for change and transformations for Scorpio people. Now remember, Scorpio itself the sign stands for transformation and change. So, and Rahu placed in the 4th house. So some of you may either move home, do some construction at home, bring in some changes at home or move home or even buy new property. So keep your eyes open for things, improvement at home, some of the other improvement at home, improvement in work or improvement in even income is presenting itself. Now for those people who are born in the Sagittarius zodiac sign or in the Sagittarius rising sign, for these people Venus rules the both 11th house as well as Venus rules the 6th house and now transited into the 7th house and placed with Jupiter. Now Venus does normally well in the 7th house because 7th house has the Libra energies of the Kalpurush Kundli, of the Aries sign, which is called the Kalpurush Kundli. So Venus does very well in the 7th house and Venus is ruling the 11th house and moving in the 7th house. So this is giving you more time to socialize with your partner in your marital relationship or even a committed relationship or a new connection with whom you're you are going to spend more time. Or if you are going to spend more time with somebody, you may end up liking that person a lot. Socializing with them may even make some friends, long-term friendships also. And in some cases, you may even get into a relationship with them. So this is important because Jupiter also rules the 4th house of domestic life. And Jupiter also rules the Lagna and is conjunct with Venus. Now, remember, Jupiter and Venus are arch nemesis, inimical to each other. So while the opportunity is presented, surely be careful of who you are indulging with or getting involved with, because this may be a little tricky. This is tricky for 2 reasons. One, Jupiter is aspecting with his 5th aspect the 7th house, 7th sign in the 11th house. So surely more social interactions are surely on the card. Jupiter is expanding that. But Jupiter is also saying whatever relationship, partnership that you get yourself involved in is going to directly impact your prestige, your standing in society, your dignity. So be careful of who you get involved with, specifically if you are trying to take it long term. And the other reason why this becomes tricky, because Rahu is aspecting both your Venus in your 7th house from your 3rd house of influencing, how you are able to influence yourself, market yourself to others, but also is aspecting the Libra sign in the 11th house. So in a social situation, you will be able to influence people a lot or strongly, or you may come under the influence of somebody very strongly. So be on the lookout, that be careful of who you are indulging it and who you are spending more time with, because this is going to impact you long term. Now, those people who are born in the Capricorn zodiac sign or in the Capricorn rising sign, for these people, Venus has just moved into the Gemini sign conjunct with Jupiter, while Venus rules both your 10th house as well as your 5th house. So Venus is the strong yoga karaka for Capricorn zodiac sign people, Capricorn rising sign people. So now moving into the 6th house. Now remember, Venus doesn't do very well in the 6th house because the 6th house has Virgo sign energies in the Kalpurush Kundi. So Venus normally doesn't do so well in the 6th house as much as it does in the 7th or the 8th or the 12th house. So this is a slightly tricky placement. Now, Jupiter placed with Venus is slightly protecting it. However, remember, Jupiter is inimical to Venus, both being from different camps, the Devata camp and the Devta clan or the Rakshasa clan. So here, Jupiter will also maybe present you some with hidden challenges, because Jupiter also rules the 12th house of waste and excess. And you may put in more effort in a romantic liaison because Venus also rules the 5th house of romance and Jupiter rules the 3rd house of effort. So effort going in a wasteful initiative in a romantic relationship, through which you may end up making enemies. So there may be a fallout in a romantic relationship also for some people. So be careful of what you say, how you indulge it, or how you deal with your romantic partner. This is because if you get into an argument, silly fight, then over the next 1 month or even long term, it may strongly or negatively impact your relationship, specifically with Rahu placed in the 2nd house. Why this becomes tricky with Rahu placed in the 2nd house is, first, Jupiter and Venus are both aspecting your 10th house in the sign of Libra, where Jupiter specifically is aspecting that, so it is impacting your career. But Venus and Jupiter both are aspecting your 12th house as well. Now remember, Venus has only one aspect, the 7th aspect. So it is aspecting the 12th house of waste and excess and bed pleasures. And Rahu is also aspecting both your Venus and Jupiter in the 6th house. So through a romantic liaison, getting connected to people which may then impact your career, or through your service, getting a new opportunity to increase your earnings through your career, through your work, in a foreign national company, in a multinational company, or even in foreign land. So this is more stronger for those people who are either already working in a foreign company, foreign national company, or are associated with it in some way, or already in foreign lands. So Rahu is giving you a chance to increase your earning ability, to increase your influence at work. However, keep in mind that there may be some challenges, some arguments, some problems, also some pushback at work also. So be careful. Be well prepared. Be careful of who you say to what, what you say to who, because this is going to impact you long term. So be careful of how you interact with superiors, surely, because that impact will remain long term, which influences both your earning and your career. Now, for those people who are born in the Aquarius zodiac sign or Aquarius rising sign, here remember that Venus rules both your 4th house as well as your 9th house and now placed in the 5th house. So this is a very, very strong Yoga Karaka and a Raja Yoga placement, because Venus rules one 4th house, the Kendra house, and another trine house, the 9th house, and now gone into the other trine house, which is the 5th house. So very, very strong placement. So surely this is a very good time for new initiatives, new investments, new speculative investments. So time to purchase property, purchase land as well, or move property, move into bigger house, better house, beautify the house is also presenting itself. However, some of you may establish a new domestic life to a romantic liaison also, because Venus is moving into the 5th house of romance. Now, this is important because Jupiter and Venus both are aspecting your 11th house of social interaction. So through a social interaction, you meet some people also. However, through a social interaction, you may also get an opportunity of new work, because Jupiter and Venus are placed in the 5th house, which is the 8th to the 10th house. And both of them are aspecting, and Venus has only one aspect, the 7th aspect, a strong aspect, aspecting the Sagittarius sign ruled by Jupiter and the 11th house. So through a social interaction, through a new connection, an opportunity presents itself. So for example, you meet a friend, you meet a long-time liaison, acquaintance, and that person suddenly gives you an opportunity also, a new career also, which is coming to. So this is surely going to present yourself in a new career opportunity for you. This may also be a long distance travel which is presenting yourself in a social situation. So going long distance, signing up for new certification, signing up for new workshop, through that being helped socially is also on the card. And this is also important because Rahu is aspecting not only of Venus and Jupiter in the 5th house, but also the Libra sign ruled by Venus, the Multikona sign of Venus, and aspecting that also in the 9th house. So surely Rahu transiting through your Lagna, remember Rahu also co-rules Aquarius along with Saturn. So this is a good placement because Rahu is giving a new opportunity through Venus's creativity, 4th Lord and the 9th Lord going into the 5th house. So through your ability to showcase your imagination, your creativity, doing something new, or getting a new opportunity through your social interaction, or through a friend, through acquaintance, or through even a consultant is coming through. So very, very good 25 to 26 days for Aquarius rising sign people. Make the best use of it. Use your high experiences, high learning to really put your best foot forward. Now, for those people who have the Pisces zodiac sign or Pisces rising sign, Venus rules the 3rd house as well as the 8th house, and now moved into the 4th house in Gemini in conjunction with Jupiter. Now, this is an important transit because Venus rules the 3rd house and moved into the 4th house. So through your effort, you have been able to leave a mark in your work, because of which there may the opportunities presenting yourself to be able to do better in your assets. So you may, for some of you, surely those people who are doing your own business, your own work, or maybe being influencer or media, publishing, marketing jobs, sales job, you are getting an opportunity, some increments also, some new monies also to do well and buy assets. So some of you are surely buying new assets, new electronics, maybe curtains, bed sheets, stuff, new phone, maybe new appliances, maybe, or some of you may even think of a purchase or spend more time related to property work, or even buying property on loan. So this is strongly giving you an opportunity because a new opportunity suddenly coming to you is seen through, because Venus rules both the 8th house and Jupiter is aspecting that. But both Venus and Jupiter are also aspecting your 10th house. So an opportunity is coming to you because of high effort that you have put already at work, through which you may be able to increment or gain and then make those purchases as well. Or you feel that you need to make more purchases connected to work or career. So buying new clothes because you feel you don't have enough wardrobe, or buying a new watch, buying new shoes. So that kind of a stuff some of you may be indulging in to be able to be better prepared at work. And a new opportunity surely presenting you in a new role, in a new activity, in a new workshop also connected to work. So overall a good period for Pisces rising sign people, because the Lagna Lord Jupiter is placed now with Venus, the 3rd Lord of effort, Venus, and aspecting your 10th house. So surely a good time to showcase your creativity, demonstrate your creativity and imagination, innovation for a new opportunity connected to work. This is important because Jupiter is aspecting your 8th house, sudden new movements, as well as aspecting your 10th house. And now, because Rahu is also transiting through your 12th house and aspecting both Venus as well as Venus's Multikona sign in the 8th house, a sudden opportunity presenting itself where you may also make an investment in something which is either domestic appliances or something, or even property. However, be careful of what kind of things you buy. If you're buying a new appliance, whether it's covered by warranty, guarantee, whether bad malfunctioning thing is not delivered to you, so just be a little sure of what thing you're purchasing, and be doubly sure of what new opportunities are coming to you connected to work. So for example, for some of you, a new project may be presenting itself, or superiors are asking you to involve in a project which may be seeming on paper be good for you long term. So if you have done your due diligence, and if you're sure about the project, that activity, and then if you put in your best foot forward, then this may have a long-term good impact on your career as well as on your income. So friends, now that we have seen how Venus's transit into the sign of Gemini is creating new opportunities, also helping you move in a new direction, please look into how your Venus is placed in your horoscope, what yogas and doshas it is placed in, because that will bring in its own flavor. So friends, like this video, share this video, and if you're looking for a personal consultation from me, please reach out to me at the link given below. Till some other time, some other video, this is your friend astrologer and guide Irfan signing off.